Lauren, did you actually drop out of high school? I'd love for that to be true, actually. But that has to be a joke, right?
A joke? Why would that be a joke to you?
Because... Are there actually still people around these days that have never finished high school? There's no one like that, right? Marcus ended up graduating high school and college, right?
And I'm sure that Marcus has explained everything to you before, but I'll tell you again. While I was in high school, my parents' company was having a bit of a struggle, and during that time, my mom ended up passing away, and things just got worse from there. And so to make sure that my younger brother could continue going to school and be taken care of, I left school and started working when I was 16. And so you could say that I am in fact a high school dropout.
What? Well, that story doesn't mean crap to me.
Well, if it doesn't mean anything to you, then why did you ask me about all of this? And actually, I'm pretty sure you've been told this story once before in person. Why are you asking for it again?
Because I graduated from a very high-level university. And because of that, I've been able to keep my family's company going. They wanted me to make sure that someone would take very good care of it after all. So they forced me to study hard and go get a great education. My ability to run a company is all thanks to my education. And because of that company, I am able to be where I am today. And so, when you think about how important someone's education is, that makes you the lowest of the low, right?
Huh? What the heck are you trying to say to me? I didn't think that I needed the same kind of education as you have to run a company. And I make that pretty obvious, right?
When an elite like me is able to take your brother who's expected to succeed just as much as me away from you, we are going to become the most happy couple on this planet. But in your case, you have nothing, right?
You're right, a lot of things happened with me.
You poor thing. But with your educational history, it's expected of you to have a tough life.
I don't really think it's the fault of my education that put me into a divorce, though. And I have no reason why I should tell you exactly what caused those things to happen either.
Well, that doesn't bother me. Because I now have the right to belittle you all I want. That's how things are going to work.
Well, if you think that because of you graduating from whatever nice university you graduated from makes you better than me, so be it.
I have no idea why you'd be so okay with that. Just know that when it comes to Marcus and I's wedding, a lowlife like you is not allowed in.
Do you not think that that's a little rude to ask from me?
Why would that be rude? It's my wedding after all, so I can ask whatever I want. And Marcus and I are both college graduates. Why would you think it's okay to have a high school dropout come to the wedding of two scholars?
Someone's education has nothing to do with your wedding, though. It should be more than enough for me to come to that wedding due to the fact that I'm Marcus's older sister.
Well, you can say whatever you want to about the wedding, but I'm not letting you come. If you'd really like to come to the wedding, then find a way to show that you're equal or better than me.
Equal or better? Why do you think this is some sort of competition?
Well, I'm just asking that if you want to be allowed in our amazing wedding, you'll have to prove that you're good enough.
Why do I have to do all of that when I just want to watch my little brother get married? Does it really matter if I'm better than you or not? Are you saying that something would happen to me if I did show up to that wedding without your permission? If so, I'd suggest you hold off on any of that, because as far as I'm aware, I haven't done anything to make you hate me.
That's not the problem here, Lauren. This all has to do with my pride.
Well, I'm not sure what you're so prideful of. Perhaps instead of having such a fragile pride that could be destroyed by me coming to the wedding, you just relax a little and enjoy your special day. Right now, I'm just going to assume that everything you've said thus far has all been some simple joke, right? I don't want to think of anything else of your attitude today, so I'll be going now.
I'm laughing my butt off right now. You really thought it'd be okay to come here even though you never made it through high school? You really have no self-respect, do you?
The day of the wedding. What are you on about? The only one that doesn't seem to have any self-respect is you. All I've done is show up to my brother's wedding today, but you started talking down to me and then took a bucket full of water and splashed it all over me and my dress. Is that what someone that cares a lot about her education does to others?
I told you all about this before, right? I said that anyone that comes here who isn't equal or better than me education-wise is not allowed in. So, get lost. But I guess it only makes sense that someone without a high school diploma would make the mistake of not understanding what I meant. You're so stupid that we could consider you on the same level as a dog.
I know that you had quite a blast tossing me out of your wedding and all, but do you know what'll happen if you do have me go home?
You should be asking yourself that. Do you know what's going to happen to you now?
What do you mean by that?
An idiot without any decent education is going to be cast away by Marcus and I. In other words, we're cutting ties with you. For good. Don't you feel bad for how sad your brother's going to be now because of this?
Go ahead and say what you will. I can already see that you don't feel a bit of regret for what you've done to me. And I know that nothing will ever stop you from belittling me.
It's your fault for not listening to my warning and still showing up to my wedding. Even thinking about the fact that a dog like you would come to an elite's wedding makes me sick to my stomach. Do you at least understand me a little better now that you've been covered head to toe in freezing cold water?
I'm going home.
And never show your face around us again.
I'll make sure of that. And I think there will never even be a chance you and I ever see each other again. No matter what happens to you from now on, I hope you get a taste of your own medicine.
Shut up. My own medicine? Get out of here and go home, you brainless joke.
You don't even have to tell me twice. Good luck with my brother.
I overheard some interesting and sort of weird things just a second ago. Do you happen to have a lot of money, Lauren?
And so what if I do?
I want to know why someone that never finished high school has ended up with a lot of money. My parents are looking all over for you right now, and I want to know why.
Well, of course they'd be looking for me. From both your parents' point of view, I'm one of their customer CEOs.
Wait, huh? CEO? I have no idea what you just said to me. Do you think you can come back here right away? I think you and I talking about this in person would be the quickest.
Right now? There's no reason for me to go back there right now.
Huh? Why not?
Have you forgotten everything you just did to me a little bit ago? I don't want to catch a cold just standing there all drenched, so I went back home. Seems that things are starting to catch up to you now, though, huh? But as you can see, I did as you said and went home.
But I'm saying that we weren't on the same page back then. I had assumed that you were just some moneyless high school dropout and that you'd be a waste at the wedding. Is that not the case?
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you were very wrong. I had started my own company and now I'm running 3 different businesses.
You're running 3 different companies.
I'm aware that I'm telling you all of this now, but I'm sure my brother explained everything to you about my companies a while back. And when you first met me, I told you again about what my occupation is. Why are you acting like this is only the first time hearing this of me?
I can't believe any of this. I never heard a thing about any of your companies.
Maybe that's because when you heard about my education, you decided to start treating me like an animal. And that includes not continuing to listen about who I actually was, right? You just got attached to the idea that I dropped out of high school and made sure to paint me as the idiot you thought I was. And ever since then, you acting all happy about picking on me has been rude as hell. And you didn't even try and hide the fact that you'd belittled me from Marcus. With all the ways you called me names and mistreated me. But isn't it just amazing? The parents of a girl that boasts about her education and her career are actually the ones getting money from me to work with them. You never thought that that could be the case, did you?
Uh-huh. My parents' company gets paid by you. They're paid by someone that hasn't even graduated high school?
But you said you're going to cut ties with me, so I plan on ending the work I do with them. I was assuming you would have been prepared for the fallout of all that you've done to me. So you should be ready for what'll happen next, right? So when you start to worry about what'll happen with your parents and everyone around you, it'll involve me and my company.
Hold on for just a minute, Lauren. Are you being serious about all of this? I never once thought that you'd have any relations with my family's company. And why would I ever guess that someone like you would be able to become a CEO when you don't have any education? Could this mean that you're committing fraud? You haven't gotten my family involved in any of your fraudulent business, right?
You can only get so far thinking that me as a dropout only means I can't do anything. I'm going to take you to court for defamation. Is that what you want to happen?
Take me to court. What are you talking about? Stop that right now.
Mandy, you just covered me in a bucket of freezing cold water, right? Did you forget all about that? You may think that it's okay to look down on others because they don't have as good of education as you. But do you not understand that there can be repercussions for that? It's one thing to get like this because of your education, but I think there's something rotten about your personality as well.
I don't want to hear all of this from some fraud.
I'm sure you don't want to accept all that's happening right now, but I want you to understand that you've just put yourself in between a rock and a hard place. Are you seriously not aware of how childish you've been acting? I don't even want to say childish though, because even most children know better.
Wait a second. Does Marcus know about this?
Of course he does after all of this. Marcus ended up asking someone about why it was covered in water and sent home. And then when he was told his woman did it, he freaked out.
This is so messed up. Why would someone tell him it was me? I'll tell him I did it because you punched me first.
Huh?
I can always just make up a lie to get them all to side with me. They'd all trust me over you because I'm the bride today, right? So, how about you tell Marcus that you started all of this by punching me and that you're sorry, and I'll tell him the same.
Do you really think anybody's going to believe that?
What?
My brother just told me that he's taken your family and everyone with him to talk about this and canceling the wedding. And he's even got me on the phone right now talking about it.
They can't just decide to stop the wedding without me. That'll mess everything up. Lauren, hurry up and tell him what really happened and get him to come back to me.
That's not my problem to deal with, so no thank you. And above all, I have something far more important to talk about. I'm going to be stopping any payments made to your parents' company, and that's final. I already let them know about this, and I've told some of my employees to no longer work with your family's company.
Oh, crap. I didn't think that my parents would have to pay for this as well.
Seems your parents didn't even realize that I'm Marcus's older sister, but Marcus just told them today, and now they're very aware. And that's why they now understand why you never happened to tell them about me.
This is really not good, and I'm starting to have a panic attack. Wait. What am I going to do? What should I do? Please, Lauren, help me.
Not after all the terrible things you've done to me. And I can't even come back there to help now because I'm not as educated as you are. So since things have all gone to plan for you, why are you so upset now?
None of this is going to plan. Not at all. This is a huge problem for me now, and I need you to come back.
The only problem with all of this is the problems you have with your head.
What's wrong with you?
It's better that you go and talk with Marcus about all this now. I have nothing else to say to you now, and I don't want to hear any more of this. Now, goodbye forever.
Wait, please, Lauren. You can't just leave me forever, you know? I'll apologize to you for making fun of your education. I'm so sorry. But just because I made a few comments about you and your past doesn't mean you have the right to go and destroy my wedding and everything, right? You need to start acting like an adult yourself. You get back here right now and make things right for me.
You really plan on acting as though nothing happened because of you and you can just wait for someone else to care for you?
Huh?
How about you calm down a bit and think this all through? You can't blame any about this on anyone else but yourself. This is what you've been asking for a long time, right? You're the one that made me feel bad for myself and then covered me in a bucket of ice-cold water, right? After all that and the results that you got, you still plan on blaming me? Do you need to go get some exams done in your head or something?
I have nothing wrong with my head, though. I will apologize for spilling all that water on you as well. So, now that I'm apologizing for so much, don't you think you can forgive me?
This isn't about me forgiving you or not. I'm done here now. The rest of this you can handle with Marcus and everyone else. I'm going to be disappearing from your life from now on. And so that means I'd like for you to disappear from my life now as well, okay? Sucks having your wedding canceled due to all this, doesn't it? Well, I should say that your marriage in general is over with. After that, the whole wedding was indeed canceled. All of Mandy's family ended up finding out about her horrible attitude. And then right as Mandy was on the verge of getting back to work within her family's company, they told her to leave. And just like the wedding, the marriage was canceled as well. And just like that, Mandy was left jobless and unwed. Even with the amazing education that she has, she can't seem to find anywhere to rest easy. Right now, she's trying her best to find new work and all, but because of the tank revolving around her recent past, most companies won't even let her get an interview. I'm sure that she's going to become well aware of what happens when you look down on someone because of their education eventually. But it's already a bit too late now. I guess her only hope now is to move far away past all of those that know her and start a new life with a much better view on people besides just their judging over how much they've studied.
Okay, Erica, I really need to talk to you. Listen up, you can't tell anyone what you just saw, okay? Everything's fine, right? There'll not be a peep out of you, yeah? I'm being super serious right now. You can't say a word about what you witnessed to anyone. Be a good friend and keep your big mouth shut. But I don't get why you'd be so against me saying anything considering you were the one that showed me yourself. You telling me that doesn't make sense. Okay, no, I didn't mean it too literally. Look, I happened to be sitting on a bench in the park with your older brother and you just walked right past us. Well, if you didn't want me to find out about it, maybe you shouldn't be sitting on a conspicuous bench. You should just go be someplace else to be together. Okay, well, whatever you saw is really none of your business anyways. So I'm just telling you now not to go and tell everyone else, okay? Tyler is extremely popular, so I'm sure that many women around him hold a lot of grudges since he's hanging out with me. It's rather annoying to deal with, though. If any more of that sort of crap comes to light, it's going to cause me a lot of trouble, and it'll be difficult for Tyler to deal with, too. But you're the one that requested me to introduce you to Tyler in the first place, so you're kind of bringing that on yourself. Could you try to understand where I'm coming from right now? Didn't I just say to you before to not mention anything to anyone about what you saw? Okay, chill out, Sasha. I understand. I won't say anything to anyone. I know that it's not anyone else's business but your own. Yes, please do what I say so that I don't have anyone coming for me. But if you have to, I guess that you can tell a few people. Okay, I don't get it. You tell me initially to not tell anyone, and now you do want me to tell some people? What? Who am I supposed to be telling? Okay, well, it would be annoying if you told, like, a bunch of people and then it spreads like wildfire around town that he and I are a thing. But I think for some people, it's better for them to know to a certain extent what's going on. Then there won't be too many parasites hanging around Tyler, right? Well, I don't know how it's going to work, but it's really got nothing to do with me. I'm pretty sure that it's fine to do what you like since you're both adults. We're not college students anymore, and I don't really think that there's anyone around us that'll complain about the situation, so it's okay. But if Tyler and I were to walk around together in town and things like that, surely the rumors would start spreading around, and I don't know how to feel about it. It's really frustrating because everyone loves a good rumor. Also, there are so many people who are head over heels for Tyler as he's just so good looking. Okay, but who's the person that's madly in love with Tyler, though? I don't know how that would happen to him so quickly. Huh? What are you talking about? Erica, do you think you're maybe jealous of my situation? Is that why you're acting so standoffish toward me? Do you feel that your beloved older brother is being taken away from you or something? Don't you want another woman hanging around him? No, I don't know what you mean by any of that. I don't really care who he goes out with or what happens to him in the process. He can take care of himself. However, it's hard to see my friends, especially you, get so close to him. I don't want to see you both flirting. It gives me a weird feeling. I knew that you'd be really jealous of me. It's because you don't even have a lover, isn't it? You must be really miserable right now. It's all because of Rick, isn't it? You felt so bitter about life since you both broke up, haven't you? I'm not surprised you feel like this. Are you bringing this up with me again, Sasha? I started dating Rick when we were in high school and we broke up many years ago. I'm over it. Since then, you've been living a very lonely and miserable life, though, Erica. On the other hand, I might as well tell you now, Tyler actually proposed to me. Wait, what? Are you being serious right now? Tyler, my brother actually proposed to you? Is this for real? You're not joking or anything. But of course I said okay to his proposal. I'm so sorry that I'll be getting married sooner than you will be. To be honest, I don't think you'll ever get married. Wow, you really just like to come bluntly out with this sort of stuff, don't you, Sasha? Well, whatever you're about to do, I'll still say congratulations to you on the proposal. Why are you even congratulating me for? I didn't think that you'd even be like this towards the news I just told you. No, why wouldn't I say that to you when it's a great thing to happen to someone who loves another person? No matter what, I still want to congratulate my best friend who's getting married. Best friend? Really? I've got no intention on being best friends anymore, to be honest. But if you still want to think that about me, then go ahead. Wow, you're treating me like this, even though I still said my sincere congratulations to you? I feel like you're being really horrible for no reason, Sasha. Hey, Sasha, I was wanting a quick word with you, and I'm sure you've got some time to talk to me. What on earth is this? What is this letter of refusal? Oh, that thing. It's nothing, really. I guess it got delivered to you safely then. So, Tyler and I are planning to have a wedding. Basically, I don't want you to come. So I decided to send you a rejection letter instead of an invitation so that you got the message. I wouldn't take it too personally. What the heck is that? Are you kidding me? If you didn't want me to come in the first place, just don't send an invitation to me, okay? But I needed to do something more since you're the groom's sister. Even if you don't have an invitation, you might think it's a mistake or something and still come to the wedding. I don't want people to think that I'm going to be related to a super fat and ugly woman, so I was really hoping that you wouldn't come. Wait a minute, what? Are you seriously calling me all those horrible things, Sasha? I thought we were friends. Why are you being so judgmental? I'm not being judgmental, Erica. I'm just speaking the truth. You've not been very popular at all since Rick dumped you. You've obviously not been looking after yourself. You look so lame and unfit, so if anyone thinks that you're my relative, I'm going to get so embarrassed and it'll be hell. But I really don't think you should be so upfront with things like this. Why would you say something so degrading to a good friend, Sasha? Well, I don't know how you're not getting the hint, but that's why I don't consider you a friend. So that means I can say whatever I like to you. At best, we're just ex-classmates that happened to attend the same school a while ago. In other words, I was just trying to get involved with your brother because I thought he was cute. But you don't seem to understand because my older brother is the one getting married. There's no way that I'm not going to go to his wedding ceremony, Sasha. You can't just keep me away from a special day like that. Because if I were to not show up on the day, the rest of my family would be very suspicious as to what's going on, okay? Well, to prevent that from happening, you need to please pretend that you're not feeling very well. That way they won't be suspicious, right? But I don't get why you're doing something like this, Sasha. Why do I have to go to such a great lengths when I should be able to be there for my brother? Well, since you're such a loser, I guess you can't help being pushed around, bullied, and used by others. If I decide to marry your brother, there's no use for you, fatso. It would be completely embarrassing if you came to the ceremony and showed up in your fat and ugly body. So please just be absent and leave us alone. Fine. If you're going to treat me like this, then I'm just not going to show up. I shouldn't have to put up with being bullied around by some horrible and disgusting human being. Yay! Thank God for that. Just do what I say before and after the wedding is over so that things go smoothly. You're just going to put everyone off from approaching me. Hey, Tyler, we really need to talk. It's urgent and things have taken a turn for the worst. Are you seriously actually going to get married to Sasha?
Hey, Erica. Of course I am. I did propose to her after all. You've known about our relationship for a while, haven't you? I thought she told you.
Yeah, I guess I did know a little bit about it, and then she turned around and told me that you had proposed to her, but I just have a bad feeling about this. I really didn't think that you were going to jump into such a commitment so soon after only having seen each other for a little while, especially when it comes to marriage.
Look, Erica, I don't just hang out with other women just for fun. I actually want to make a decent connection with someone. If Sasha and I are dating, it's only natural to get married next, right?
Well, I guess that's very admirable of you, brother, but to be honest, what's so good about being with Sasha? Don't you think you're making decisions too quickly?
What on earth are you saying? How could you say something like that? I think there's many things about her that I find great. She has a pretty face, but she can be serious too. Oh, she has lovely brown hair, and it's so natural looking. She doesn't dye it all the time. When she goes to the salon, they often ask her if her hair color is real, but she doesn't dye it.
Are we seriously talking about her hair right now? Is that the real reason why you want to marry her, for just her hair and her looks?
I don't know, she reminds me of a beautiful wild horse with her long brown hair, don't you think? It makes her so pretty, I just can't get enough of her.
I really don't get it, Tyler. I seriously don't understand where you're coming from at all. You really have no idea what you're getting yourself into. It's no wonder that you chose such a person without being able to see through Sasha's evil nature. She's been so horrible lately, I can't stand it at all.
Look, maybe it's because you don't truly know her like I do, even though you've been friends for a long time. Please, just come to the wedding so we can all have some fun together.
Well, I don't think you really know what's going on because I really can't go to the ceremony. Things have really changed since you got engaged, Tyler.
What's that supposed to mean? Why wouldn't you come to the wedding? You're my sister, after all, and you're a part of my family. You need to be there.
Okay, I'm just going to come right out and say it. I was actually told to stay away from the wedding ceremony. And it was Sasha who told me not to come.
Huh? Are you kidding me? She actually told you to not show up to the wedding? Why the heck not? I thought you both were best friends. I really don't understand, Erica.
That's what I thought too, but I guess we're not anymore after this. Just look at the messages she sent me earlier. She's being so horrible to me, Tyler.
Okay. I see what's going on here. Very funny, Erica. It seems like Sasha is quite the jokester. She really put a lot of thought into this whole refusal letter to you.
Look, Tyler, I don't get why you find this so funny because I really don't think that Sasha's joking when it comes to this. She literally called me fat and ugly, Tyler.
Yeah, and? Why does that matter so much? It just means that you're kind of in the same line as a foreign baseball player. That's cool, right? I feel like Sasha has a good sense when it comes to making up nicknames for people, so I wouldn't take it super personally if I were you.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me right now. Tyler, how could you say something like that? I can't understand you or Sasha right now. It's making me so upset.
Oh, come on. It doesn't matter right now, okay? Besides, you're still able to come to the ceremony because I really don't think that Sasha was saying anything serious. I think we all know that Sasha is just messing with you, and it's all just a big joke. I'm sure she wants you to come to the wedding. I've got the proof that she's got an interest in you, Erica.
Wait a minute, what? What do you mean there's proof that she's got an interest in me? Why would she even bother with that if she's being so horrible?
Hey, you know that time when we ran into each other when her and I were sitting on a park bench, right? Yeah, at the time, Sasha said that you'd be passing by soon, so let's let her see us. So I think from that time on, she was a little bit worried about how you'd react to us. Surely you must understand that, considering you're friends and all, right?
You're kidding me, right? Worried about what? She's obviously not, since she's been so horrible to me these last few days. This is all a big game to her, Tyler. You know, up until now, I've been experiencing a lot of harassment from Sasha, and I am so tired of it. But I think that Sasha really hates me, and I don't get why. Since she seems to have such a huge thing against me for some reason, maybe it would be best if you talked to her about it. If you could, it would help a lot.
You want me to fix this entire situation? What am I supposed to even talk about with her when she's not really doing anything to you? Don't drag me into this.
No, just hear me out, Tyler. I thought that maybe you could tell her to just be a bit nicer to me, since we're going to be family soon. And how come you can't talk to her? All I want from this is to be able to go to your wedding ceremony without any issues, but Sasha doesn't seem to like that idea at all. I just want everything to remain neutral between us.
Okay, well, what I mean is, what am I supposed to do about this when it's obviously a problem or whatever between the two of you?
Okay, I see you're making this kind of impossible, and I can't seem to get a straight answer out of you, so I guess so be it. Well, for now, I'll just think things over a little bit.
Yes, you should do exactly that. You have to figure out your own problems. Humans, of course, are creatures that are full of a million thoughts. You can figure out your own issue.
I can't believe the day has finally arrived. It's finally time for me to shine. You know, without you around, the air would be cleaner and tastier. You're so fat and ugly. Wow, I never thought that you'd stoop so low, Sasha. If you hate me that much, why must you keep contacting me about something you've repeated 1,000 times? Why can't I? I think it's fun to do. I also thought it would be a good idea to tell you about the wedding schedule. You know, step by step. Otherwise, wouldn't it be really sad for you not knowing any of the details of your own brother's wedding? It would be such a shame. Okay, I guess I can see what you're trying to do, but still, I don't appreciate you always insulting me and doing this to me. I'm so over your attitude. Just appreciate that I'm even telling you anything in the first place. Also, Tyler hasn't shown up to the venue yet. Do you know anything about that? You know what? I bet that he's overslept or something. When he does that kind of thing, it's very cute. That's one thing I love about him. Have you thought of just contacting him yourself rather than going through me? How am I supposed to know what Tyler's doing? I suppose you've got a point. It's not the best idea to rush things, especially on a special day like this. I guess it can't be helped. I'll try contacting him now. He'll be happy to hear from me. I suppose he will, since you're going to be his wife very soon. But, I mean, what would I know at this stage since you basically kicked me out? Oh, Tyler, good morning. I wanted to send you a message since I see that you're not at the venue yet. Is everything okay with you? Did you sleep in or something? Well, if you have, I don't blame you since you've been doing a lot lately. You can slowly make your way over here when you can. I don't mind too much.
Look, Sasha, I really can't go to the venue. I've decided to not get married to you. I just can't go through with it anymore. It's not going to work between us.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You just decided something without discussing it with me first? What's going on? What is the meaning of this?
Sasha, I know that you've been hurting Erica. I know it was you that called her fat and ugly. I looked up what she told me. How could you say something so horrible to my own sister? I had no idea you were being like this.
Whoa, just hang on a minute. You're coming at me way too fast. What on earth are you talking about, Tyler? I think maybe you've misunderstood the situation.
I've not misunderstood anything, Sasha. I thought that you were honestly joking about refusing my sister an invitation to the wedding. I can't believe you right now. I can't marry a person like you if you're going to treat my family like crap. I felt so bad not believing Erica, but I now know the whole truth. I'm canceling the ceremony.
Tyler, you can't do that. You've got this all wrong, okay? Look, Erica and I just have that kind of love-hate relationship. Please try to understand that.
A love-hate relationship? Who has that with their best friend? What does that even mean, Sasha? You insane or something? No friendship is like that.
No, that's not what I meant at all. I got my words twisted, actually. It's more like a relationship where we tell each other harsh jokes, like we don't mean it, really. I just thought that it would be really hilarious to send an invitation refusal to her. It was all just one big joke. You must understand that, Tyler.
But you kept sending her multiple messages over and over again, just insulting her constantly. Erica was so hurt to hear all those terrible things from her so-called best friend. I really hate people who don't value their friendships and treat them like crap. That's not what being a true friend is, Sasha. Do you even know how to treat people?
Look, I get it, okay? I understand what you're saying, and yes, maybe I went too far with what I said to Erica. I'll apologize to her for what I said. I guess all the jokes I said to her were a little harsh, and I just didn't realize that until now. I actually truly did want Erica to come to the wedding, Tyler.
Don't you dare lie to me, Sasha. I won't be fooled again by your pathetic excuses to get out of the behavior you've been displaying lately. So on that note, neither Erica, me, or the rest of my family will be attending the ceremony today. It's over, Sasha. I don't plan on changing my mind.
Okay, you are definitely taking things way too far, Tyler. I don't like that at all. I am supposed to be marrying you today. It's time for me to be a winner. Come on, Tyler.
What you said to my sister isn't good enough, Sasha. Your behavior's disgusting and vulgar. I'm so over it. Like I said to you before, there's no way I'm changing my mind about this.
Please, this isn't fair, Tyler. Please marry me today. We're supposed to be in love and have our happily ever after. Please don't do this to me.
Are you seriously gonna make me repeat myself again, Sasha? I'm not gonna be changing my mind about this. The wedding's canceled.
No way! I refuse you're not marrying me. We've been dating for a while now, and you can't just ditch me before we walk down the aisle. Tyler, please don't do this.
Once again, so that this gets into that thick skull of yours, Sasha. I'm not changing my mind, and none of your begging or pleading is gonna help either.
Shut up, you can't do this to me. It is my destiny to get married to you today, and I refuse to believe this. You can't leave me hanging. I'm supposed to be your wife by the end of the day. Look, Sasha, there's really no point in arguing with anyone right now, especially my brother. He's got such a stubborn personality, so your begging is completely useless. What the heck do you want, fatty? Who do you think you are, acting so confident that you don't think I'll be able to change his mind? You're unbelievable, Erica. You need to shut up when it comes to telling me I told you so and put your money where your mouth is. You need to convince Tyler to marry me today. What would I help you for, Sasha? After sending all of those harassing messages to me and teasing me, why would I try to convince him to marry someone who calls me a fatty? Because I know deep down that you knew I was joking about that. It's not actually true. I wasn't being serious about it at all. It was all for laughs. You were planning to show up today, weren't you? We all know that along with your terrible jokes, you're also a terrible liar. You sent me almost 10 refusal letters to your own wedding, so how was any of that a big joke, Sasha? What's more, you sent me a photo booth snapshot of me and Cain. What on earth are you trying to do here, Sasha? Why do you have it? Where did you get it from? Well, as you should know, you can get as many snapshots as you want from a photo booth, right? I just happened to get my hands on them. Ugh, you're always making me feel sick to my stomach. I'm asking, why on earth did you send them to me for? What's your intention in doing that? Well, nothing special, okay? I just sent them to you because I thought that maybe you might feel nostalgic on your brother's wedding day. For you, who was dumped by Cain, way back when, this photo I sent you might be a bittersweet moment that I wanted you to feel. You're clearly just trying to get back at me again, right? You do realize that's harassment as well, Sasha. What's your problem, huh? You've got some serious beef on your shoulders. To be honest, it's kind of pathetic at this stage in our lives to be displaying your hatred towards me. Also, how long have you been holding this grudge about Cain for, Sasha? What the heck, Erica? What's that even supposed to mean? It's all your fault, don't you know that? You knew that I liked him, but you decided to start dating him anyway without thinking about my feelings. Are you kidding me right now? You never voiced your feelings on Cain at all, Sasha. You're literally making this up. I had no idea you felt so strongly for him. I never heard from you or anyone else that we used to get around with back then that you were into Cain. That is on you for not telling me. I shouldn't have had to say anything to you back then. You should have understood what was happening to me and my feelings for him. You should have used your intuition. You're my best friend after all. Please just sense the emotional side of me so that you never make that same mistake ever again. But no, you couldn't even do that, could you, Erica? How am I even able to do something like that? I can't read your mind or emotions, Sasha. You're asking too much of a person. There is no way I could understand that. In any relationship, there are some things that can't be understood unless they're put into words. You didn't even remotely try to do that, so I'm telling you once again, that is on you. Oh, who cares? Besides, I never plan on forgiving you for taking Cain away from me. You betrayed the girl code, and that's not cool, Erica. I don't owe you an apology for anything that I've done to you because I think it's all been justified. You took my man back then, so I make you pay now. You're in the wrong. Please stop this, Sasha. You're being extremely petty right now, and you're an adult, so stop this stupid behavior. If you've still got feelings for Cain, you should contact him. Excuse me? Wait, what did you just say to me? Are you basically telling me to give up on your brother and get in touch with Cain? Why would you say that? You do realize that it's okay to do that now since my brother isn't going to take you back, right? Instead of blaming me for this, you should approach Cain yourself. What? No, I can't possibly do that. Not after all the work I put into getting Tyler and just all the organization of this wedding. I couldn't turn around and do that. So you're basically saying that you've not got the guts to do that? That's what I thought. You wanted to keep thinking that it was my fault that you couldn't be with Cain. But if you confessed your feelings to him and you got shot down for doing it, then you couldn't come back and blame me for any of this, can you? Oh, shut your mouth, you stupid woman. Besides, I don't give a crap about Cain anymore. All he is now is just a faded memory from the past. As I thought, you are full of lies, Sasha. The only reason that you approached Tyler in the first place is because you're working together with Cain, isn't it? Huh? I'm so confused. What on earth are you even talking about, Erica? It's because I fell in love with him, so that's why I wanted to be with him. Duh. Look, you know that I'm Tyler's little sister. Did you think that I didn't know what was going on? You said that my ex-boyfriend has joined the company and thought that maybe you should give him a shot? He distinctly remembers you saying that in the office, Sasha. Stop trying to get out of all the lies that you've told to everyone. There's no way that you're getting out of what you said and done. What? I don't have a clue what you're talking about, Erica. You must be mistaken. That's not what I had in mind to do at all, and you've got no idea what's happening, Erica. In order to hide everything that you've been trying to do, you've been pretending to be completely in love with my brother. That's insane. You know that, right? I have no idea what you're talking about, Erica. I really had no intention of doing anything like that at all. I really do love Tyler now, and he for sure loves me, too. The feelings that I've got for Tyler are no lie, Erica. I've got no regrets in not going after Cain or anything like that. You must believe me when I tell you that. Oh, really now? I'm supposed to believe every single word, even though you're a notorious liar and have been treating your best friend like crap for the past few weeks? You should, considering we're supposed to be best friends and all that sort of crap. But to be honest, I just can't forgive what you did to me. You put me in such a vulnerable spot with all these men that I was interested in. You didn't even bother talking to me about any of it. You knew I liked Cain, and yet you didn't confess to me your feelings for him. Are you dumb or something? Sasha, I had no idea that you had some huge crush on Cain. You can't just blame me for something that I didn't know a thing about. Hey, you can't just say that you had no idea. You must have had an inkling that I liked him a lot. I thought that best friends knew everything about what the other one was thinking. Besides, you're throwing me off from what we actually should be discussing, which is today. Stop changing the conversation to what happened ages ago. Because of your blabbing to your brother about what I did and said to you, the wedding was canceled, and I'm the one who's got to pay for the cancellation fee. This isn't fair. It should be you that should be paying for this since you stabbed me in the back. I was supposed to be marrying Tyler, and you ruined everything, just like you did with Cain all those years ago. You've completely lost it, haven't you? Either way you think about it, Sasha, it is your own fault. You shouldn't have been so horrible to me in the first place. You wouldn't be having this issue if you weren't. You're the one who needs to sort out this mess since you're an adult and need to take responsibility for your actions. You're not going to drag me down with you. I won't allow it. Hey, just wait a minute. That's not fair. The people that I've invited to this wedding are already starting to arrive. What am I supposed to say to them? They'll start to realize soon that the groom's side of the family hasn't shown up, and then I'll have to explain everything to them. You need to help me out. I'm not helping you with anything. You don't deserve any assistance from anyone. You dug this hole for yourself so you can get out of it. Deal with the problems you've made. Look, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I am sick of being treated like crap by someone who I thought was my best friend. Good luck with the rest of your life, Sasha. You'll need it. After that whole debacle, Sasha ended up in debt after having to pay for the expenses for the ceremony that never happened, and the compensation to Erica for the harassment. She now lives at home under the supervision of her parents and is forced to work hard to repay her debts. They're not going to let her get away with anything anymore. Also, Tyler spread some horrible rumors about her at the wedding, and apparently a lot of her friends bailed on the ceremony and seemed to not want to continue their friendships with Sasha. However, it seems that she got back in contact with Cain. Apparently, they've got a date planned soon. Who knows how that'll end? The reason why she persevered despite the strict supervision of her parents is because she wanted to still prove her point and wanted to still have fun, even though she was horrible to everyone. Erica has mixed feelings about this, but she knew that Sasha was going to do whatever she wanted. If you want anything done, you need to take action yourself. It's quite strange that Tyler even did something about what Sasha was doing in the end. Erica and Tyler are just glad to be rid of Sasha.
Miss Angelica, good morning. Good morning. Do you have a second? Yeah, sure. Is there a problem? Wow, you're up early. Huh? What do you mean? I figured you'd be asleep at a time like this. Huh? Why would you think that? I made William breakfast as soon as I woke up, and I just sent him off to kindergarten. Is something wrong? You sent him off today, did you? Your husband comes more frequently than you do, right? You think so? I think it's about half and half. We share each other's duties, so... Ah, I see. Yeah, we both work. It's so that we don't get overloaded with stress, you know? We share our work. Is there a problem? I heard some strange rumors recently. What about? I'm sorry for asking such a strange question, but... You work... night jobs, right? What? I mean, I work night shift, sure. Is that a problem? Wow, you really just admitted that easily. How were you able to admit such a thing so easily? With no shame? Huh? What are you talking about? I can't believe that I have the same kindergarten as someone who would be willing to admit such a thing that proudly. I've never met anyone like that in my life before. I'm sorry. I don't really understand what you're talking about. What exactly are you trying to say? It's okay. I've heard enough. What? I understand the kind of person you are now. That's why you live in a house that big. It's really not that big. The acreage isn't really any different from the other houses in the neighborhood. We actually just chose the colors to make it look a little bigger than it actually is. You use the money that you make from that kind of work. Aren't you embarrassed to build a house using that kind of dirty money? That kind of work? I'm actually incredibly proud of my job and my work. Why are you sitting here telling me about my own job? I'm worried about my kids, about the effect you'll have on them by being around them. I can't stand it, to be honest with you. Have you thought about the kids at all? Huh? I think about it all the time. You don't think you're doing your own son, William, a disservice? He's alone at night, right? He's never alone at night. While I'm out working, my husband looks after him. William really loves his dad. There really are no issues there. He's just acting tough because he doesn't want to show you his weak side. Huh? William is only 5 years old and he's trying so hard to hide his feelings. I feel so bad for him. I don't know if he's holding back his feelings at all, but I definitely don't think it's something that you should be talking about, Jessie. Why are you talking about this out of the blue? I told you already, I'm worried. If William starts holding things in and ends up a stressed little boy, he's going to start having an effect on the kids around him, right? That's why I was worried, but if his mother is like this, then I don't think there's any chance to make things right again. Make things right? Talk about what? I'm just saying that you're kind of a nuisance. Please don't ever talk to my kid or any other kid. Just leave us all alone from now on. Do you understand? What the hell are you talking about? Who do you think you are? Do you really think you have any right to tell me any of that? Not just you, William too. Be sure to tell him. What? William too. Make sure you don't let him hang out with my child or anyone else's child. Do you understand? What the hell are you talking about? You must be smoking something. Kids should be free to hang out with whoever they like. It's a bad influence. Please do not do that to us. You can talk shit about me all you like, but it has nothing to do with William. And what the hell are you talking about bad influence? I can't believe your husband either. How could he let his wife do such a shameful job? And he has the audacity to show up and send off his son to kindergarten. Is it because he doesn't make enough money from his job? Is that why you have to put yourself through that mess? That's not at all what's going on. I do this because I love my job. I have no intention of ever quitting either. I already spoke to my husband about it and we both agreed it was fine. He agrees with my decision to work too. Also, he doesn't do too bad for himself and provides for us fine. You don't have to worry about me, seriously. I see. Then I won't be saying anything else to you, but about my son and William. I will make sure that they are never able to play with each other again. Do you understand me? I don't know why you're saying that they can't hang out anymore, but if that's what you want to do with your child, then I can't really say anything about it. I understand. I won't be able to stop you. Yes, because that's what I'm going to do. I will be telling all of the other mums as well. You understand that, right? Huh? Are you trying to isolate William completely? Why are you so intent on doing that? Some random child living with a mum who works the night. I'm sure that child will grow up to be a shitty person. I'm not sure why I have to be scolded for working nights. I really don't understand where you're coming from. You work night jobs, and you still somehow try to deal with kids. I don't understand that at all. Working in adult work. You're not even a single mom. How could you do such a thing? What? Adult work? I know about it. You always go out in the afternoon. I've seen you go out a few times. You go out to work even on the weekends. You must be doing some kind of adult work, right? I'm sorry. That's what you meant by working nights? I understand now that you've completely misunderstood me. I do work night shifts, yes. But I don't do any adult work, no. Then what the hell do? You can try to come up with excuses if you like. These aren't excuses. I run a small tutoring school in front of the station. Huh? We accept students up to high school. Most weekdays, I work night shifts as a result. My school takes on kids from K to 12th grade. Most of the kids want to come on weekends, though. That's why I'm often leaving for work on the weekends. I've been working before I ever had kids, and they had just allowed me to run the school. I really can't just up and quit, you know? I try my best to take off the weekends, but you're right. Maybe William was a little lonely on the weekends or nights. Tutoring? Like, for regular schools? Yeah, exactly. I end up leaving for work at night often. I think people might misunderstand why, but I really don't think your imagination has led you to the right answer. So you run it? I mean, they hired me to run it. But yeah, I run as the school director for that class. Seriously? You can not believe me all you want, but if you look up the school name on the internet, you'll find a photo of me as the school director on the website. You're kidding me, right? You don't do adult work? I told you a few times already. No, I don't. But you don't want anyone who works nights to deal with kids at all, right? I agree. Let's make sure that happens. No, wait. I think I must have had some kind of misunderstanding. I see. You do some kind of tutoring program. What age are kids able to go to your school? Well, the youngest I have right now is 5 years old. I teach my own kid at home, so I don't have any intention of making him go to our school. But if he ever decides that he wants to go too, I might take him with me. I don't know. Do you guys teach Japanese by chance? Well, we mainly tutor Japanese and math, so yeah, we can definitely handle that. I see. Just wondering, if I know you as a friend, does that mean I'm able to receive a discount? Yeah, I definitely discount fees charged to my friends. We also have a special discount for when you bring new students. I see. I'm sorry that I misunderstood. Let's make sure to stay great friends from now on too, okay? Huh? Yeah, no. In your dreams, lady. What? What do you mean? You said it yourself. You said that you don't want anything to do with me. You don't want me to have anything to do with any of your kids, right? Wait, hang on. That was because of the misunderstanding. Do you understand? Well, that's fine. I don't want my kids to deal with you either. Someone who would judge another human being for the work that they do. That's seriously not what I intended to do. I just thought that you were doing adult work. That's exactly what I mean. What are you talking about? What did I ever do to you? You talked down to another person's career. You even started complaining about someone else's family. You're that kind of person. I don't want to deal with a person like that. I want to make sure my kid learns Japanese too, though. Can you please give us a discount? I don't mind if our kids hang out because they're friends, but I really don't like you, Jessie. I definitely don't consider you to be a friend of mine anymore. If you're ever interested in joining our school, you will be paying full price. I was a little worried that I might have been too mean to Jessie, but... After that day, Angelica started to completely ignore Jessie entirely. To add to it, she made sure the kids stopped playing with each other too. She was going to make it abundantly clear that she was avoiding Jessie. Angelica handed out discount coupons to all of her friends other than Jessie. Apparently, all of the other mums tried their best to get along with Angelica. It was almost poetic. It's a mum-eat-mum world out there.